My mind is so tempestuous. Or tempestuous. Tempestuous? I guess so. I had hoped that relaxation would help to calm it down. But it's useless. I'm just wasting time. Surely there's something more important I could be doing right now. Perhaps I should take another look around the ship. There weren't any other abnormal heat readings, but it's better to be safe than sorry. Oh, or maybe I should go unplug those fans. No need for excess power consumption. My thoughts are interrupted by the sound of the door whizzing open. In steps Sarah, a smirk on her face. Oh? You were making a face that didn't look totally calculated for once. What a shocker. I lower my head and look away from her. Sarah, do you need something? Each step she takes looks intimidating. Damn, she's so threatening. There's no doubt in my mind that the blonde won't let me get away from this unscathed. You could say that, but really, I just want to chew you out. You gotta bite me first. At least you're being honest. Right, unlike you. Are you still going on about that? It's not like that. I don't want to hear your petty excuses. It's a waste of my time. Anyway, after thinking on it, I came to a conclusion. The entire time, you knew that Katoa would just be fine. I nearly jumped at the statement. How? Why? You're just making assumptions. If I had known something like that, I would have explained it to you all at the time. I just had a feeling that things would work out. Yeah, I just have... See, that's the result of me bonding with Katoa in the beginning. Now I connect with her. I understand her on a deeper meaning, you know, on a deeper level. That I could just read from her facial expression, from her feelings radiating from her body, that she was going to be fine. But you, Sarah, you didn't want to become that close to me when we were hanging out on the second day. So that's your fault. It would have been irresponsible of me to make you worry unnecessarily. Yeah, right. Well, just know that every time you lie to us, you're betraying our trust. That includes your precious follower, Katoa, and your guest, or maid, whatever she is, Emilia. Emilia-tan. Her face curls with disgust. You know, you really aren't any different from whoever it is that forced Katoa and I onto the ship. I bob my head up in surprise. Her words cut me deeply. You're deceiving us. I haven't seen my fiancé in days now. I don't even know how long it's actually been. Oh yeah, who knows, maybe he's already found another girl. And you helped orchestrate that, directly or otherwise. You should be ashamed of yourself. And I wonder who that teenager left behind. She's still young. Maybe it was her parents? Siblings? And that maid. I'm sure someone's missing her too. They're probably looking for her right now. I hope you're satisfied with yourself. I'm left speechless. All I can do is hang my head and silently wait for Sarah to leave the room. After what feels like an eternity, I check the clacking of her shoes as she goes into the hallway. I rub the corners of my eyes with the tips of my fingers. I know. I knew what this mission entailed when I accepted it. All I can do now is atone for my crimes. No amount of excuses can justify what I've done. No reason is good enough. I cup my face in the palm of my hands and try to pull back down my sadness. Even if they don't forgive me, that's okay. Whether it was me or someone else, the outcome would have been the same. All I've done is made sure that no one else had to bear this burden. For that, I will gladly suffer. I lay myself on top of the bed and let out an exasperated sigh. Moments pass, and my eyelids finally drift closed for the night. The next morning, when I step into the dining area and my eyes meet Sarah's, the tension in the room skyrockets. Katoa and Emily exchange confused, uncomfortable glances before turning to me. Hey, Captain, come eat with us! She gives me a quick wave. I decide to indulge her. As I take a seat, Sarah's glare intensifies, and she crosses her arms. At the last second, she switches to looking at Katoa, then at Emilia. She's like giving us a dirty look, all three of us. I won't be cooking for any of you, just so you know. You're better off sitting elsewhere. Really, yeah, she's holding out, silently calling for like, please someone sit next to me. Kotoha flinches and pouts. I comfort her by placing a hand on her shoulder. I didn't say you would. Sarah, please. There's no need to lash out at anyone. Oh, really? Fine. The blonde stands up. Well, do whatever you want. Leave me out of it, though. Sarah proceeds to walk behind the counter and head into the kitchen. I take the opportunity to turn my attention back to Kotoha and Emily. Don't mind her. Neither of you did anything wrong. They each give me smiles. Thank you. And I'm sorry for being a bother. You truly aren't. Yeah, thanks, Captain. You're always supporting me. Of course. It's my job. Oh, is that all it is? Aw, she gets sad, like, you're only doing this because it's your job? Not because you care about me? Huh? The girl shakes her head from side to side before waving dismissively. Oh, it's just mumbling. Sorry. Erica, is it just me or are you and Sarah not getting along today either? We've never gotten along, okay? You're correct, unfortunately. It always seems like the two of us are butting heads. It must be tiring for you both. I'm sorry. I'm failing you all as a captain. I cannot bring our group, our squad, together. It isn't your fault. Not at all. Well, I think over the events of the past week, I let my head droop. Am I a failure? Amelia opens her mouth to speak, but eventually gives up, unsure of what to say. Kotoha quickly fills her place, however. Huh? No way! You always do an awesome job of keeping the situation under control. I raise my head in surprise. I hadn't actually meant to speak aloud. Still, the mechanic's words make me feel a little better. Well, thank you. I needed that. No problemo! So, you guys' fight. What was it about anyway? I'm super curious. My head's gonna pop off from the anticipation overload. She motions to her head dramatically. Although a bit childish, I find it adorable. I can't help but smile and giggle. But seriously, I'd really appreciate it if you told me, Captain. I just want to be able to understand why you two are fighting. Me too. I know we don't know each other very well, but I'd like to change that. I'd like to be able to help you. Ooh. Well, yesterday I was relaxing in the lounge when Sarah came in and walked up to me. She accused me of having some sort of ulterior motive and just wouldn't let up about it. It put me in a sour mood, to say the least. She doesn't seem to believe anything I tell her. The raven-haired girl nods at me, her ponytail giving a quick bounce. I see. Thanks for telling me. Yes, thank you. So that's all? They're just gonna listen, not even give any advice or anything like that. Okay, we know what this is all about. Okay, thank you. Indeed. Suddenly, the sound of Kotoha's stomach growling cuts through the moment. She tries to hide her reddened cheeks with her hands. Would you like me to cook breakfast for you again? But isn't Sarah still in the kitchen? Will it be a problem? Of course not. It's not like we're gonna throw pans at each other or something, you know? Sure, we may not get along, but we can be in the same room. I hope, I think. It won't be. We seem to have a mutual respect when it comes to food preparation. I can't say I know what you're talking about, but... The young woman energetically bobs her head up and down. What about you, Amelia? I'm rather hungry too. I would appreciate it. Wow, this is a strange development. We're cooking for our maid. We exchange light smiles. Coming right up. Once again, Kotoha finds herself sulking through the hallways. Forgive me, Captain. I feel like I have to do this, for both of your sakes. She quietly continues towards the infirmary. What you up to, Sarah? The blonde turned around, unimpressed by the intruder. Are you coming down with something? Having an ache somewhere? Kotoha shakes her head. No. Then why are you here? You look perfectly fine to me. Or is it a cramp? Rather, cramps. I can get you some ibu... Nothing like that, but thanks for the offer. Yeah, it's not that time of the month, is it? To be honest, I heard that you and the captain fought it yesterday. Uh-oh. Kotoha's gonna try and patch things up between us. Sarah crosses her arms and frowns. What about it? I was kind of hoping you'd tell me what happened. Her frown turns into a pleased smirk. Maybe you aren't as clueless as you look. I didn't come here to get insulted, you know? Sarah dismissively waves her hand at Kotoha, who simply sighs in response. Don't you think it's suspicious that Erica wouldn't let me stop you in an overheating incident yesterday? The girl shrugs off the question. Not really. She just didn't want you to get hurt, I think. But she let you, her little bootlicker, irreparably damage your body? That clearly isn't what happened. I'm totally fine, look. Kotoha dramatically bends and moves her fingers around. I know. But how did she know that you'd be okay, though? Think about it. No idea. Exactly. At best, she knew you'd be fine somehow. At worst, she didn't care at all. Yeah, but it can be somewhere in between there as well, you know? What? No way. The captain definitely cares about me. She is so kind. The blonde chuckles. That's what I'm saying. Anyway, what does that have to do with your guys' fight anyway? I confronted her about the way she acted. She claimed she wasn't hiding anything. She was clearly lying. I feel like if somehow, like, you know, if this is sort of, something is brewing. Sarah's kind of starting something, right? And if she can somehow convince Kotoha and at some point maybe Emilia, I feel like she's gonna overthrow us. She's gonna take control of this spaceship. Yeah, this can be potentially dangerous. I see where you're coming from now. Alright, thank you, Sarah. Before Sarah can reply, Kotoha dashes out of the room. Okay? I'm surprised when, while relaxing and watching TV, the door opens and I hear rapid footsteps. Kotoha rushes in and skids to a halt in front of the couch. Ah, so you're here! You sure seem to be in a hurry. What's wrong, Kotoha? Between catching her breath, she tries to force out words. What you and Sarah fought about, there's some truth to it, wasn't there? If you're straight with her, I'm sure the two of you can stop arguing. Maybe then she'll even stop antagonizing you. Sorry, I don't know what you're talking about. For a long moment, Kotoha looks like she's thinking about it. After a while, she seems to have come to a conclusion. Of course not. In contrast to her usual behavior, the mechanic takes on a completely serious demeanor and looks me directly in the eyes. If there was something important like that, you'd tell us if you could, wouldn't you? That's right. If there was something that I thought important that I thought the two of you needed to know, I'd tell you if I could. If I could. That's what I thought. I must have just gotten confused and misunderstood something Sarah said. Sorry. Don't worry about it. I'm going to set her straight. Let her go, apologize to Kotoha, ask her not to confront Sarah, ask if she's seen Emilia. What would we apologize to Kotoha for, though? That's kind of what I'm wondering. I don't think there's necessary. I mean, maybe the fact that we can't tell her, but she seems to be understanding of that. That, you know, we have this apparent secret about our mission that we just can't share with the other girls. I mean, I don't know, right? The thing about our characters, like, I don't know if we're a good guy or a bad guy. That's what I'm sort of struggling with. Because you can sort of interpret it both ways, right? We don't know who's sort of right and wrong here. It could be that Sarah is the one that's actually like seeing through our evil plan somehow, or understanding that we're planning something, and she is the good person in this scenario. Or it's kind of the other way around, that we're the good person. Sarah's not necessarily evil, but she thinks we're evil and therefore is trying to stir some shit up. But the thing about Kotoha, though, is that she's quite gullible, though, right? Right? She is pretty gullible. So
she seems to always be on our side no matter what. So... And I want her to be on my side, of course. I need at least one person on my side. And Katoa is definitely gonna be that, no matter what. Emilia, I think so too. She kinda owes us one, even though I kinda ratted her out to the commander. But she doesn't know that, so, you know. What she doesn't know, she doesn't need to worry about. But I feel like I'm either struggling between letting her go, or ask her not to confront Sarah. But like, what can potentially happen? I don't think Sarah can somehow talk her way into Katoha disliking me, or Katoha following Sarah. So, if anything, I'll just let her go and see what happens, right? Just let this play out. Let Katoha do the the talking for us, I guess. You do that. It may take some time, but I'd like to get along with the doctor as well as I do with you. Perhaps this will set us on the right path. The thing about the choices that I make though, I really feel like I'm doing something evil. Like, even we are completely clueless as to what the plan and the mission and everything is, right? But I feel like all the choices that I've made so far, it can really come across as me being evil, or like protecting his evil plan. Or is this just a social experiment, huh?
Yes, of course. Wouldn't that be great? Sorry, I'd better go now. See you later.
She gives me a quick wave before heading out the door. Uh-oh. Katoha skids to a halt inches away from Sarah, barely avoiding a collision.
God, what are you doing, you fool? This isn't the playground. I'm not your babysitter. God, my lungs are going to burst. Before that, you have to listen to me, okay?
Sarah shrugs her shoulders with defeat.
Well, I'm surprised you hadn't figured it out, or you hadn't already figured it out, but think about it. How did we get on here? What's the last thing you remember?
I don't know. I've been trying to figure that out this whole time.
Whoever did this, it couldn't possibly have been Erica, right? She's one woman. It would have been too much work for her to orchestrate this by herself. Besides, it's easy to tell that she isn't a bad person. It's impossible that this was her doing.
We don't know that for sure. She could have had help anyway.
Just keep listening.
Aw, Katoha, yeah, lecture her, girl.
You've said it yourself multiple times. It seems like she's withholding things from us.
Without a doubt.
Just now, I asked about her lie. She denied it. But then, I had an idea.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Did Katoa play like 5D chess against us just now?
What if she couldn't tell us the truth, even if she wanted to?
Okay, no, she didn't. I thought this was somehow her plan to try and, you know, discern whether we were actually lying or not, but no, she believes us. Okay. No 5D chess from Katoha.
Using my amazing talents, I suddenly asked her if there was a reason she couldn't disclose the full truth. Using her equally amazing talents, she told me that there is.
You mean just regular talking? That's amazing talents, just normally asking and talking? Sarah's mouth gapes wide open.
How do you know you didn't just imagine the whole conversation? What if you misinterpreted it? Or she did? I'm not convinced. Just trust me on this one, okay? Doesn't it make sense when you think about it like that? The captain isn't stupid. There have even been times where she specifically told us she couldn't say certain things. Just, what if it wasn't because she didn't want to tell us, but because she couldn't?
Sarah sighs and lowers her head. When she lifts it back up, her eyes wide. I mean, that's pretty much the truth, right? We're kind of being forced by the commander not to tell anything about the plan, even to ourselves.
No, you're right. Now that I think about it, she has said some things that seemed off. As much as she gets on my nerves, it did seem like she was acting off at times. Like she was nervous, maybe worried about something. And she always insisted that she wasn't a liar, even when she was faced with fairly damning accusations. If she, no, we, are being Shit, I'm going to my room. I need to think for a while.
The blonde walks towards the door. Just before exiting, she turns back around.
Good job.
Wow, she was actually being nice? She complimented Kotoha?
Did she realize it too? Whew, wasn't sure I could get through to her.
Good job, Kotoha. Master detective work right there.
Damn, one slip-up and...
No, it's okay. I pick up my PDA and cautiously observe its screen. Either they didn't think anything of it, or those slackers weren't listening in at the right time. Regardless, thank God. I wiped the sweat off of my face. I don't know if we'll be so lucky next time. For now, I'll just try to go to sleep. I'm starting to feel a little hot though. Maybe I should wear my nightie over my underwear, just my underwear. This is an easy option, right? I mean, it's way too hot in space for some whatever reason, right? So it's definitely way too warm, so the only logical choice to make is to wear as little clothes as possible. It is a bit too warm. I could be wrong, but this isn't gonna make you cool down any. I don't know, girl. This isn't particularly going to make you cool down anymore. If anything, this'll up the temperature in the room by a couple of degrees. I'm pretty sure. Okay. Damn. I flip over, barely aware that I'm awake. I feel like I got the best sleep in the world last night. I mean, we did tucker ourselves out pretty well. Maybe I should do that more often. I step into the dining area. Today, I'm the first one to arrive. I head into the back section of the room and begin to cook away. I just feel so tired today. I don't want to be yelled at again. And there's still the issue of having to do something about Amelia. I know what they want me to do, but I don't think I can bring myself to harm her. It would be wrong. Well, I'll finish this up. Leave enough leftovers behind for them to share. Afterwards, I can probably avoid seeing them for a while if I do maintenance on the command center. I can deal with everything else later. Alright, that's what I'll do for now. With a sigh, I push my worries aside. Now finished cooking, I set the table. Fresh eggs, bacon, and toast. Surely the ladies won't complain about this spread. That's a hearty breakfast. Having already ate, I decide to head out straight away. Alright, we managed to avoid the girls. The sound of footsteps echo from outside the room. I brace myself for the worst. The main door slide open, and in steps Sarah. I feel my heart drop in response to the side. Uh-oh. Are we gonna have a confrontation? Sarah, what can I do for you? Oh damn, she's wearing something else right now.
Will you hear me out?
Of course. She pauses for a moment, staring at the wall next to me. Wait, has she realized that maybe she thought wrongly of me? Huh? That I'm not some evil mastermind planning something evil? I mean, if anything, I don't think we are evil we're not planning anything evil. We're just, if we're doing something evil, we're just a pawn of the commander, right? Or whoever else put this whole plan together. We're just sort of in command of this little portion, this little mission that's probably part of a bigger evil plan. I don't know, but we're just, someone is commanding us to do this, right? We're not the person who made up this entire plan, whatever the hell it is. So, can't even blame me.
I thought about it all last night, and I was in the wrong for treating you so poorly this past week. It was uncalled for. You were merely doing your job, and I was just making it more difficult.
Oh, she realized. The woman's apology seems genuine enough, but I'm still nervous. I see. Thank you for your consideration. She closes her eyes for a hard second, then taking a deep breath, she reopens them and looks me in the eyes.
I hope we can start over.
Time heals all wounds. I'm sure we can come to an understanding eventually.
Yes, of course.
Sarah slinks back out the door, a look of slight dejection on her face. A thing that could be though, right, is that this is part of Sarah's plan to quote-unquote apologize to me and then make it seem like she's on our good side and then try and get information out of us that way. But, I don't know, that seemed pretty real, seemed pretty genuine. Just when I think I'm alone again, the door squeals open. Come on, can I get some alone time? Oh, we had already alone time yesterday, never mind. I'm fine. Hey, Katoha, what up?
Hey, Captain. What's going on? What you doing?
The girl runs right over to me. It seems that my plan was poor. I couldn't even avoid 2 of them. I mean, this is probably like the second or first place that you would look if they were looking for you, right, Erica? Either your room or the command center, so not much of a great hiding place. Well, I probably shouldn't have been trying that anyway. It was irresponsible of me. Hello, Katoha. I'm checking all the systems to make sure everything's running okay. What brings you here?
Just checking on you. I saw Sarah walking down the hall with a weird look on her face, so I assumed she'd been talking to you.
Oh, yes, she was in here a few minutes ago. She twists her head around like an owl. Wow, she can do that? Her full head being like a full 360.
What do you guys talk about?
She apologized for her behavior from these past few days.
Did you accept it?
In a way.
So no.
Katoa pats me on the shoulder before shrugging.
Well, you shouldn't feel bad about it. She brought it on herself. I wouldn't have accepted her apology just like that either.
I suppose most wouldn't. Maybe I'm just like really thinking too much behind all of this, but I feel like the mystery behind this, right? Or just like why we're on this ship and like the secrecy of our mission and all that shit. I feel like maybe there is a chance that Katoha and Sarah are like working together, you know, behind the scenes without me knowing. Because it is kind of suspicious. Oh, Sarah pops in and then now suddenly oh, Katoha pops in too. I don't know. I'm probably just overthinking things way too much again. Honestly, thank you for reminding me of that. To be honest, I was starting to feel a bit guilty. I'm sure I will be able to forgive her soon. Just not today, apparently. I honestly do want the 2 of us to get along.
No problem.
She starts to turn around, but stops abruptly.
Hey, so you want some help with that? How much you got left?
Well, may as well take her up on it. At least this work will serve some purpose. I greatly appreciate that. This side is all done, but we can split the other half evenly.
Alright, leave it to me.
Her ponytail bobbing up and down, she sprints to the other side of the room. Working together with Katoha.
Whew, I didn't realize it was so labor-intensive.
Uh-huh, it's hard being a captain, Katoha. It isn't just fun and games. Indeed, it does take a bit of muscle. Are you feeling sore anywhere?
A little. Nothing I can't handle though.
Oh, well, no massage for you then, sorry. If it gets too bad, you should go see Sarah.
I will, I promise.
Alright. Since we're done, I'm heading to my room for a bit. I'll see you later.
Okay.
As I approach the door, we wave goodbye to each other. I sit on the edge of my bed, contemplating everything. The inspection took longer than I'd expected. Better check my messages again. When I checked last night, they still hadn't responded to my latest report. I'm getting a little worried. I pull out my PDA and turn the screen on. Upon checking the inbox, I realized that the report had never sent. Rather, it was unable to send due to a network error. What the heck? We didn't have Wi-Fi connection? That's right. I was so caught up in trying to get us through this that I'd completely forgotten. I tossed the device on my bed. Yes, the connection was supposed to be cut off yesterday. Oh, thank goodness! Now there won't be any issue in not harming Amelia. Plus, we should all be able to speak freely now. Wait, okay, so she said... what was it? The connection was supposed to be cut off yesterday. So that's part of the plan somehow? This is how it's supposed to go? Some days into the mission, the connection cuts off? Okay? Because she does sound, the way she said it makes it sound like, oh yeah, that was planned. I forgot, I'm just silly for forgetting about it. But, is that really for the best? I don't think Amelia would react badly to anything at this point, but I'm worried about how Sarah and Katoa will take the news. Regardless, I must remember that, above all else, everyone's safety is my top concern, even if I must delay telling them. My shoulders slump as my mind wanders to possibilities. I'm especially worried about Sarah. Her mental condition is too unstable. Revealing the truth may set her off. I'm not sure we'd be able to get out of that one unharmed. In the meantime, I'll try to figure out the optimal way to relay the information. Then again, maybe I'm just overreacting. Sarah can definitely be reasoned with, and Katoa can be cooperative this entire time, or has been. Worst case scenario, I'm sure we could overpower Sarah until she calms down. I sighed before lightly tapping myself on the head. I could really use some guidance right now. How embarrassing. As if answering my call, I hear a knock at the door. Who is it? Come on in! Oh, Emilia. Emilia-tan. I mean, she does have kind of the similar grayish, whitish hair as Emilia, right? In ReZero. In steps, Emilia with a few cleaning supplies stuffed in her arms. Is it alright if I clean up in here? Of course. Just be careful with the electronics. Got it. After giving me a quick smile, she dashes to one side of the room and begins to dust. Oh, Emilia, I need you to clean me too? No, I'm just kidding. The woman turns to face me, a curious look on her face. What would you do if you'd been keeping a secret from your friends but you were too scared to fess up, for fear of upsetting them? She swiftly sets the supplies down, then comes over and sits next to me on the bed. I can't imagine you talking about anyone but Sarah and Katoha. I knew it was obvious. I mean, come on, of course, we're in the middle of space. Who else would you be talking about right now? But it was still too uncomfortable to say outright. I think I can understand that. As for my advice, I think you should do whatever your heart tells you to. Huh? If you think you should tell them, do it. If you don't, don't. I want to tell them. There's no question about it. The problem is, how do I do that? Who do I tell first? When? Well, as much as I wish I was all-knowing, I'm not. Unfortunately, you'll have to find those answers yourself. She jumps off the bed and resumes cleaning. Even that was helpful though. Thank you. If you say so. Thank you, my lovely, helpful maid. While Emilia and I are still talking, another knock on the door interrupts us. The door's open! In steps Katoha, of course. Hey, Captain. Oh, and Emilia too. Are you guys busy? Not in that sense. Oh no, we were just talking while she cleaned. Right, and I'm actually done now too. I just got caught up in our chats. Okay. Well, Sarah made lunch. You two should come eat with us. She set some aside for the both of you. Oh, and it smells super good. I'm certainly hungry enough. I just need to bring these back first, then I'll go. The maid gathers all of the cleaning supplies back in her arms and slips past Katoha, who gives her a small smile. I'll be right there too. Thank you for letting me know. Of course! The door slides shut after Katoha walks back into the hallway. I take the opportunity to wipe the sweat off my face. Why is my heart beating so quickly? I shouldn't feel guilty. I'm only doing what's best for everyone. I hope, anyway. I need to stop doubting myself. I must focus. I brush all my worries aside and head to the door. I pace back and forth, my mind a complete mess. What am I going to do? I'm confused. There's no one who can guide me anymore. This is all so strange. Damn, I can't do anything without someone instructing me, can I? It's too difficult to live this way. Yeah, I need someone to tell me what to do, instead of thinking about it myself. I just want to crawl up in a ball and wait to die. And maybe that's exactly what I should do too. There's no one who loves me. No one who will miss me. Wow, that turned really dark all of a sudden. What the fuck? I suppose this is the fate of tools like myself. Tools? I slowly drop my clothes onto the floor, then crawl on top of my bed. The more thoughts and memory that pass through my mind, the more tears trail down my face. For the first time in my life, I'm forced to face the difficult, painful reality. Okay, so we got really upset and sad, and in our sadness, we decided to just strip off our clothes. Makes sense. I certainly would do that too, if I were a hot girl. My heart swells, not smells. I don't think you can have a smelly heart, at least not while it's on the inside, I think. My heart swells with uncertainty, confusion, and a seemingly endless well of overflowing pain. In this moment, I truly want nothing more than the sweet comfort of death's embrace. Wow! We want to die that bad? I yearn for it with all of my being. If there's one word that describes me right now, it's weak. I lack the strength to so much as cause myself harm. Instead, I simply bury my face in a pillow to stifle the sound of my panic shrieks. Why am I still alive? Why was I ever born? This is getting so depressing, what the fuck? No, I've known all along. I was brought into this world against my will, and in the most unnatural manner possible. Wait, what does that mean? I was born with nothing, and to have nothing, that is myself, and all I encompass, both now and forever. I don't know what the fuck! This suddenly got really weird and supposedly deep, but I have no idea what the fuck she's even talking about. I spent hours deliberating, only to eventually fall victim of tiredness. The next morning... Why am I still alive? God, I couldn't even get anything done last night. I'm so useless. I bury my face in the palms of my hands. Should I even bother telling the truth, or telling the girls the truth about everything? Will it serve any purpose? No, I'll just leave it. There's no point. Even if there is one that I don't see, I don't care anymore. Ignoring my feelings, I force myself to get dressed, eventually heading out the door. Katoa and Amelia welcome me to the dining area with bright smiles.
Oh, hi, Captain. Fancy meeting you here.
Morning. Good morning, Katoa. Amelia. The raven-haired girl studies my face. In the back of my mind, I'm positive my ugly feelings are visible there.
Are you okay? You don't look too good.
I'm fine, really. She opens her mouth to speak, but stops.
I'm not convinced, but okay.
I take a step back, shocked by the young woman's annoyed tone. I've never heard her sound like this before.
If she says it's nothing, it's probably nothing. Oh, you're probably right.
Haruka, why don't you sit with us? Sure, once I'm done cooking. Someone has to make breakfast after all. The albino woman looks at the empty table in front of her, then blushes. I love the fact that these two wake up like the earliest, and then just sit at a table waiting for someone to cook them breakfast.
Oh, of course.
Trying to hide my inner feelings, my legs carry me around the women, and I walk straight into the kitchen. Sarah wordlessly steps into the room and sweeps a gaze of pity across us. I continue nibbling away at the breakfast I prepared for everyone.
Well, don't you three look absolutely pathetic? What's going on?
The blonde walks closer to our table.
I'd like to know that too. She won't tell me anything, and now I'm getting in a bad mood just from watching her.
Come on, I'm sure it's nothing. We shouldn't make assumptions like that. With a flip of her hair, Sarah ignores Amelia.
Infectious, is it?
The blonde walks beside me and smacks her hand down hard on the table, right in front of my face, causing me to flinch. Whoa!
Snap out of it! You're being pathetic! I don't know what your problem is, nor do I care. But I do know that, whatever it is, you're causing us all far more pain than you can imagine. You and whoever it is that you helped kidnapped us and stranded us in space. We can't talk to our loved ones, our families. You won't even tell us what's going on. So whatever you got down, or whatever's got you down, suck it the hell up already. Your problems pale in comparison to ours. Get over yourself. Even all that aside, aren't you supposed to have responsibilities to take care of or something? Stop being that negligent.
Wow, damn.
Sarah, that's too much.
Yes, please, let's not argue here. Let's just share a nice breakfast together. After placing a hand on her hip, Sarah gives Amelia a menacing look, which causes the poor woman to quiver in fear. Kotoha tries to position herself between the two.
We don't know what happened to the captain. Maybe she didn't get on here because she wanted to.
Oh? Then why won't you speak up and tell us anything? I try my best to ignore the conversation and instead keep on eating.
That's...
The mechanic and the doctor look me over with suspicious eyes, scrutinizing my very existence. The maid doesn't budge an inch in my defense. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, they're all turning on me. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Does it matter? We just got so fucking emo all of a sudden. What the heck? The truth. Does it matter? Will it change anything if you know it?
Yes, of course! If you know something, stop hiding it from us already. What kind of awful captain are you?
I shrug. It's a good question. I don't know. I don't know anything anymore.
God, stop mumbling and acting all weird already. Tell us whatever you know so we can get on with our lives.
Sarah reaches out and slaps a hand against one of my cheeks with a loud, resounding crack. Dang, she slapped me! Kotoha and Amelia simply watch the scene in awe. I slowly and carefully rub the area that's burning hot from the pain. It feels real. I almost want another, just to confirm my present existence. Hit me again, girl! Oh, you hit me. Damn, even that didn't cause us to react to anything. I quickly stand up and stare Sarah in the eyes, anger finally rising in my belly as the situation clears up in my head. Oh, never mind. It has awoken the beast inside of us.
You wanna know the truth so damn badly? Well, fine! Here's your damn truth!
My subordinates silently watch while I unravel at the seams, every inch of my being pouring out along with my words. Okay, here we go.
I was under strict orders not to tell either of you anything about our mission, or about the fact that we were being monitored.
And you... I turned to Amelia. The organization, they told me to kill you, but I didn't. Her gray eyes snap closed, and she whimpers.
And I saved all your damn lives for being a loyal dog and not saying anything you didn't want me to. You should be grateful to me. And no, you'll never see your families ever again. Accept it. Live with it. It's better than the alternative. So you can take your disrespect and shove it where the sun doesn't shine, aka your ass.
No words left unsaid. I storm out of the room. Damn. What was the alternative then? If being here without their families and their loved ones, right? If that is better than the alternative, I wonder what that is. Would they just have died or something? Damn them. Damn them all. I expected this sort of thing from Sarah, but I had higher expectations from Kotoha, and even Amelia. They just watched me get assaulted without a word. Pathetic. Embarrassing. I never should have placed any trust or faith in any of them. It was a mistake. I should have just let someone else take this mission. Those women, they didn't deserve the compassion I gave them. They should have been put under strict conditions that were originally proposed. I just want to go home. I didn't have to think when I was there. I didn't have to worry. Well, if you sided with Sarah from the beginning, we would all be going home right now, right? Or at least planning to. So what if I'm experimented on day in and day out? Oh, so that's what they're doing, right? Observing and experimenting us. Is this like a reality TV show just in space? How are 4 girls gonna get along in space? Find out in the next episodes of Dramatic Bitches in Space. So what if I don't have any parents, or even permission to leave the laboratory? It's still better than this hell? Are we like a laboratory baby or something? Are we like created in a lab? Because she said we don't have any parents, and we were like created for a specific purpose, right? It really sounds like we're like created in a laboratory. Without any warning, the ship begins to violently sway from side to side. What in the world's happening now? I'd better check it out. I take out my PDA and display the screen. My heart begins pounding when it tells me there's a warning originating from the control center. Uh-oh. Without a second thought, I rush out into the hallway. I run into the room so fast that I nearly trip at the entrance.
What are you doing?
The scene laid out in front of my eyes has me gasping for breaths. Sarah's stationed in the main seat, Kotoa sits near the manual steering system, and Amelia is sitting at the last station. Uh-oh, they plan to take over. Is that what this is? They can't be. Stop whatever you're doing right now! You don't know what! Shut up already! We're going home and that's that! I don't care about your self-pity. It has nothing to do with us. Sarah's eyes remain fixed at the controls in front of her. Oh god, they've gone rogue. They're going home. They're like, screw you, bitch. I'm going home. Kotoa, you too? The young woman averts her gaze when I look at her. She did play me. She actually did play me, so I wasn't overthinking. I thought you liked it here.
No, how could I? I'm trapped here with strangers. I don't even know what's going on.
Her voice grows louder and louder, to the point I feel tears collecting at the corners of my eyes.
All you ever do is give us vague answers at best.
I want to trust you. I want to believe in you,
but I can't. I'm sorry, Erica. If you don't give me anything, any reason to do so, how can I?
This sounds a lot like a bad ending. As a last resort, I turn to the newest crew member. Come on, you're my maid, right? Even you? I'm sorry. I shouldn't have gotten on the ship to begin with. It was a mistake. I just want to go home. I'll do whatever it takes to survive there this time, the proper way. So, I shake my head with regrets. Everything I've done. Is this how it will all end? I can't believe it. I cannot believe it. This time, this life, all gone to waste. The blonde suddenly bares her teeth at me. Whoa, don't bite me.
Oh, so now you're going to stand there and be pathetic again? Wow, you're really exceeding my expectations today.
I resist the temptation to defend myself. No, I deserve this. I messed up too badly. I'll accept this fate with open arms.
Ha! You're such a damn failure that you can't even respond.
I allow my legs to bring me to the ground. Then I push my back against the wall. I silently sit and watch as the events unfold before me, already knowing precisely what the outcome will be, welcoming it with the love of a mother. Oh shit. Well, I'm guessing this is something they were not allowed to do. This goes according to our plan, and therefore whoever is in charge decides to just nuke the entire thing. Or like, maybe, I mean, it's sort of planned to go a certain way, right? And if it doesn't, they have maybe like dynamites, whatever, they just let this shit explode. Holy crap. Well, this is not good. It doesn't take long for the sounds of explosions and malfunctioning electronics to begin encompassing sections of the ship. They ring loud, like chimes in the wind. Yet a woman begins to shake in fear. What's going on? It's because you didn't listen to me. But it seems like it's my fault, right? Because I'm supposed to lead them, and I failed in leading them. Therefore, this is what happened. Like, I am supposed to win them over and make them follow me, or like, you know, make them want to follow me. Not necessarily that I force them, but actually put them in a position where they like me, want me to be their captain, similarly like Kotoa was in the beginning. But yeah, we kind of lost Kotoa at some point. Probably the time when, you know, we started all getting emo. Maybe even a bit before that. The room is filled with red flashes and loud beeps of the emergency alert system. The three women's eyes grow wide as they begin to realize what's happening. Yep, mission failed. I can only give them light smiles. I shouldn't have gotten mad at them, like, it isn't their fault that this happened. But I'm glad that we can put an end to this together.
So you knew this would happen, didn't you?
The blonde begins to whimper and hyperventilate. Well, you won't ever see your fiancé ever again, Sarah. That's what you get for trying to take control over me, huh? Her eyes grow wider by the second, tears rolling down the edges.
Why? Why didn't you say anything? I thought that you cared about us.
The sound of explosions draw closer and closer. The wall and floor rumble against me.
How could you? We may not have known each other long, but I thought you were better than this.
The girl's voice rang out in yelps as she reacts fearfully to every explosion. I don't want to leave it like this. I should say my piece as well. This is how it should be. This entire thing was a mistake. I am so sorry, ladies. And goodbye. I pray that we may all rest in peace. The final explosion sets the room ablaze. Even as my own body breaks down, I make sure to listen to my former companions as best as I can. Yeah, while they scream as they're like dying, like ah! Until the very last second, when everything goes beyond black. Ending 1 out of 10. Holy shit! There are 10 endings. Damn. This was ending number 1. Despair to the end. Wow. Alrighty then. Damn. Definitely not a good ending, I'd say. Holy shit. Thanks for playing. I don't know how happy I felt about this one. But I guess it kind of gave us some answers to like the bigger story, right? So we still don't know exactly what our mission is, but we have to sort of make them follow us. We have to be a good captain, good leader to all 3 of them, and at the same time kind of follow our orders, right? I feel like it's kind of important as well, following our orders. I don't know. But yeah, this was the first ending out of 10, meaning 9 more to go, which I'm pretty sure also means different character endings and such, blah blah blah. So yeah, we'll be just continuing and seeing what other endings we can find, and some character routes of course as well. So this will be the end of this video. Thank you guys so very much for watching. There'll be more Galaxy Girls coming up very soon. I want to thank you all so very much for watching. Please like and subscribe for more if you haven't already. And this is gonna be it. See you all in the next video. Peace.